Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Kel'el Ware lists ambitious Heat goals for his rookie season. Speaking with Udonis Haslem and Mike Miller on their podcast, The OG Show, Miami Heat rookie Kel'el Ware set some ambitious goals for his first NBA season. While Ware showcased his talent as one of the standout rookies during the Heat's run to Summer League champions, his exact role for the start of the 2024-25 season remains uncertain. Various factors, such as his development in the coming months, will play a significant role despite his strong performance in Las Vegas. That uncertainty didn't stop Ware from listing his 3 goals for his rookie season while speaking with Haslem and Miller from Vegas. They were, "I want you to average a rebound every 3 minutes," Haslem told Ware. "If you average a rebound every 3 minutes, that's above average. If you average a rebound every 3 minutes, in a 48-minute game, that's about 15 rebounds. That's the mindset. That's the motor you have to have." Haslem would likely desire that same mindset to carry over into the regular season. Ware managed to average 8.4 rebounds in 26.7 minutes over 8 Summer League games, which translates to approximately 15.1 per 48 minutes. The 7-footer recorded 5 double-doubles, with one notable performance being a 21-point, 10-rebound game that included 4 offensive rebounds in a 120-118 overtime victory against Memphis in Monday's championship game, where he played for 32 minutes. Miami, along with the Denver Nuggets, is one of the 2 teams that have never had a Rookie of the Year recipient in their history. Jamie Jaquez Jr. finished 4th in the Roy voting last season, while Kendrick Nunn came in 2nd, behind Ja Morant, in 2019-20, and Justice Winslow placed 6th in 2015-16. It is inspiring to hear about Ware's aspirations, no matter how ambitious. Meeting this goal would require him to participate in 65 games and receive sufficient playing time to be considered for the honor. Ware's willingness to challenge himself in this manner indicates that he possesses the right mindset to put in the necessary effort to achieve his goals. If he can excel defensively, especially at an above-average or all-defensive level, as a rookie, his chances of playing will increase. Ware excelled in Summer League when facing opponents of his caliber, but was quickly brought back down to earth by a fellow teammate Bam Adebayo, in Las Vegas ahead of his trip to the Paris Games, promptly challenged Ware to a one-on-one matchup. "Me and Bam played once, I think my first workout there," Ware said. "It was good, we played 4 spots. I won 1, he won 3, but it was supposed to be 2-2, but I jumped on a pump fake." Haslem proceeded to discuss the Heat's principle of iron sharpens iron. He recounted the experiences of engaging in one-on-one matchups with players such as Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and Joe Johnson. Subsequently, he alluded to the recent occasion when he competed against Adebayo. Ware aims to establish himself as a valuable asset for team president Pat Riley in the NBA draft. After winning the Summer League championship, Ware is eager to support Adebayo and the Heat in his debut season. His impressive performance of 21 points and 10 rebounds on 80% shooting in the recent title game highlights his potential impact. 2 pros, 1 con for splitting up the Miami Heat's backcourt. You'd be surprised at the many similarities between Tyler Herro and Terry Rozier. Both players are elite shot makers in their own way. Herro is a high-volume flamethrower capable of draining 10 three-pointers on any given game. Rozier is a bailout shot maker, the player you give the ball to with 3 seconds left on the shot clock that will make something out of nothing. Neither of the Miami Heat guards got to the free throw line well enough. In 31 games with Miami, Rozier got to the stripe 2.2 times a game. The perimeter shooting Herro got there 2.6 times a game. Both players are undersized, with Herro's slight frame and negative wingspan, and Rozier is standing at only 6'1". That doesn't change the fact that both are willing defenders and give it their all. Rozier has shown the ability to be a pest on the ball dating back to his Boston days. You might sometimes question both of their shot selection, and finishing around the hoop isn't a strength for either. Herro and Rozier have similarities but are still totally different players. It might serve the Heat well if one of them came off the bench. Staggering the guards isn't a terrible idea. With Jimmy Butler on the team, Miami has a de facto point guard in him. Rozier was more pass-first-minded than ever in his career through his 31 games in a Heat jersey last season. With an entire off-season getting him in the swing of things, his score-first-destroy-everything mentality may return. Herro already thinks like that as he plays like a gunner. That shouldn't have a negative connotation. Herro is asked to score first and create for others second. His shooting and scoring traits are why he's an all-world basketball player. It doesn't matter which one has to come off the bench, both have played that role before and thrived in it. Staggering them would ensure that a player who can shoot the ball with range and take players off the dribble is always on the hardwood. NBA rumors: Miami Heat linked to Nets Cam Johnson as dark horse suitors. The Brooklyn Nets are ripe for a fire sale now that they are embracing a rebuild following the Mikal Bridges trade. The next player likely to leave the team via trade is Cam Johnson, a versatile 6 feet 8 inches wing whose main calling card is his high-level ability to space the floor. Johnson, while set to earn around $68 million over the next 3 years, is expected to attract plenty of interest on the trade market, with the Miami Heat being one of the teams interested in the Nets winger, according to Brian Lewis of the New York Post. The Miami Heat, however, are not among Johnson's top suitors, with Lewis calling them a dark horse contender to trade for his services along with the San Antonio Spurs and Toronto Raptors. However, these three aren't the only ones vying for the Nets' forward services, with the Los Angeles Lakers, Sacramento Kings, and Orlando Magic reportedly also being interested. Cam Johnson endured a somewhat poor 2023-24 season amid the disappointing campaign of 32 Nets wins. He averaged just 13.4 points per game on 44.6% shooting from the field, worse numbers than the ones he put up after arriving in Brooklyn via the Kevin trade. Durant. But Johnson remained a top-notch shooter from deep, making 2.4 triples per night last season on a 39.1% clip, redeeming his overall scoring efficiency with a 58.2 true shooting percentage. Any team trading for Johnson, potentially the Miami Heat, should be mindful of his injury history. However, Johnson dealt with some nagging injuries last season that limited him to just 58 games, and his history of hip injuries. This is what gave teams some pause during the 2019 NBA draft. It must be said that the Miami Heat will not make any other moves this offseason until the Lauri Markkanen situation is resolved. The Miami Heat remain in pursuit of the Utah Jazz star, although the Jazz have remained firm on their asking price, which has caused trade talks to stall. If the Dubs end up not getting Markkanen, then perhaps they could consider acquiring Cam Johnson from the Nets. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Cam Johnson? Leave your opinion in the comments.